that, oh, I managed to end this military operation with my
I like
activities
to buy beef
around
from farmers
the
that
Strait of
live around
Hormuz.
me. That's smart.
And I was able to do that while most of my rocket launchers and missile launching abilities were removed just by. So this is a learning opportunity for the Islamic regime, seeing that it doesn't really take that many drones or missiles
But
to
people got their
control the
internet
Strait of
back in
Hormuz.
Iran.
Because guys, remember that from a commercial ship, the calculation is completely different compared to a military ship, right?
Trying to
So
pull it up.
a
Sorry.
military ship might go through a
Think we're
body of
Well,
almost
we're
there.
water
live right now.
by
I know. I'm getting there.
understanding that there's a 10 or
Oh,
5% chance that
keep
there's
going.
going
We're
to be
letting
attack.
people know.
And they're like, those are good odds.
Invite Jenny
But
Ham to
if you
join
tell
us
a
again.
commercial
Blah blah
ship
blah
that, hey,
blah.
go through the Strait of Hormuz, there's a
So
90% chance that you're not
Just
going
give
to
me
get
1 second.
attacked.
We'll
And
jump right into it.
and
one
in the
1,000,
10% that you
two
do get
1,000,
attacked,
Okay,
there's
give me a
only a
couple more
3
seconds.
1,000. Well, we're live, so I'm gonna make some funny comments until
So
we get
you'll
going.
go through it. The
Um,
commercial ship are like, are you
We're just setting
kidding
up
me?
here, folks.
Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
It's going to be a very interesting conversation. I get very animated when I talk politics. My partner here in Solus Financial, he's the calmer one. It's funny. We're the individuals. We're the two main individuals in Solus Finance, and he's the conservative one. He's the one you want to talk to if you want to get a solid stocks, dividends, stuff like that, where you just want to be slow. Me, I'm the gambler. I love to play options. I love to make quick money. You can lose it fast, but you can also win it fast. That is me. Okay, Coach Raul T joined. Oh, I wonder if that's Coach. I wonder if that's is that our softball coach? I can't see it from here. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, they have practice right now.
And very little military power.
So yeah.
We better just dive into it, and we'll have to do the chat thing later.
Well, I can see.
You see it from there?
I can. All I see when I see somebody joined, then I can go over and whatever. That's kind of why I'm sitting kind of in the middle. So, yeah, but like I said, this is Solus Financial investment company. We have a school, online school. We have investment. We're getting our investments set up so that everyone can invest through us. We're very knowledgeable, especially me, since I've got age on my side. I've played the market.
Got the
Huh?
time and wisdom and.
I've been playing the market since I was about 18 years old, so I guess that would be, I was about, that's been about over 40 years. So I know my stuff and I know the trends. But right now on everybody's mind is this flipping war and what's going on, why we're being neglected, why no one is helping us, and you got the Strait of Hormuz going on right now, and we're trying to open it up so ships going to Europe and other places can transport their oil. And it's like, why do we do that? We don't get our oil from the Strait of Hormuz in the Middle East. We got our own oil. So a lot of this discussion is with me. I'm very against. I think we should leave NATO. I think NATO's a crock. As far as Europe's concerned, as far as I'm concerned, if they can fight for their own oil. We're doing Iran because it's just a revenge factor for 47 years ago. When I remember when this whole thing started.
There you go.
Take it away.
So I guess part of it is what people would probably be asking is why is the U.S. mainly entering into maybe this conflict, or guess what? Why should the people care?
Well, a lot of people don't care. The young people, probably I'd say from 30 years ago on to today, really don't give a shit what happened in 1979.
Right.
But my generation, we lived through that humility. We lived through that. I mean, this country, Iran, basically had us by our balls because we had a weak president that allowed all this to happen that didn't have the forethought. the basic background about Iran is that the Shah, which is Reza Pahlavi's father, the current son of the Shah, that they're trying to get back, hopefully, into Iran when this revolution and this whole thing ends. His father was overthrown by the IRGC, the Iran Government Regional Revolutionary Army, whatever you want to call it, and overthrown. We gave the Shah asylum here, and they took over. Well, what they did was they stormed our embassy and they took 52 American hostages. So Jimmy Carter was president at the time. He had no know how to handle it. No, it was like we had hostages and no one knew how to fix the problem. So for a year, we just sat at the whim of what Iran wanted from us. We tried a military rescue that totally failed because of bad intelligence. When Ronald Reagan was running for president, one of the things that he said that if the 52 American hostages were still in Iran when he took the oath of office, he was basically going to turn Iran into glass. Now, you can take that one way or another, what glass means. When you mix heat and sand, you get glass. Well, what kind of heat makes sand into glass? Thermonuclear energy. But he was willing to sacrifice those 52 hostages to send a message to the rest of the world, you ain't going to hold us hostage. What ended up happening was he won the election, and as he was giving his inauguration speech, there was a whisper in his ear that the American hostages were on the plane on their way out of Iran. So simple. But the IRGC took over Iran. So they've been under this this dictatorship for 47 years. But in the meantime, this dictatorship has sponsored terrorism against the United States for 47 years since it took over. So, you know, we've had soldiers killed. There's thousands of soldiers killed, not indirectly by Iran, whether landmines or whatever. So they got to the point to where they were close to having, you can't let a dictatorship have a nuclear weapon.
Sure.
So I think Trump is just finishing what Reagan should have started and finished, and it's done. Once Iran is done out of the Middle East will go to peace. But it's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. It does sound like it's very frustrating. It sounds like.
What is your opinion? What do you?
That's what I'm about to get into it. I think for most of us, it's like the can't think about it right now. You said that the war started way back in like the 1980s, right?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, we've
right. Yeah. So it's kind of, this war has kind of been building up, and so it's basically just kind of bound to happen, is what it seems like. And so now, how I basically want to talk about how Iran, the U.S., and Israel are using the Strait of Hormuz for the economy. And do you think that the reason why the inflation could be up is because maybe the Strait of Hormuz is closed and the oil prices are going up?
It's a world thing, like I said, you know, and speak your mind if you have a disagreement or something.
Sure.
But what's happening is we've launched an attack, and Iran is pissed at us and they're pissed at Israel. So they figure that if they can shut the Strait of Hormuz, okay, the Strait of Hormuz is this little section in Iran that goes like that and like that. It's basically the Mediterranean Sea, but it has a little. Well, Iran is right here. So they can put mines in the water. They can also fire drones directly from their coast and hit oil tankers coming over. So what happens is they're saying it's closed. So they're not letting no European ships. They're letting Chinese ships go through, Russian ships. But Europe is not getting any oil. And what happens in Europe filters all over the world.
I think they said about 20 to 27% of the global economy gets their oil from the Strait of Hormuz.
I believe it's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I believe it's a lot more than that.
Sure.
And so what we're saying, what we're jawing about is, you know, you're part of NATO, this stupid organization that's out of existence. It was fine when it was made back in the 50s. NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was originally put in place to fight the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union was a nuclear power just like us. I grew up in the age of, they said, okay, we're going to have a nuclear bomb drill. So we go and hide underneath our desks. Well, let me tell you something, folks. Hiding under a desk in a classroom ain't going to save you from a nuclear blast in downtown Los Angeles. So I don't know whose idea that stupid was, but you better find a manhole and get down in the sewer when that bomb hit. So it was really stupid, but it was the thing, especially in the 50s and 60s. Missiles in the air. Boom, 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 boom. It was a scary thought. And it almost came to that in 1963 when the Bay of Pigs, John F. Kennedy stood up to Russia. We were at DEFCON 2. We were one level from nuclear war.
Sure.
And luckily the Russians backed down.
How close do you think we are now?
We're not even close. We're not even close to nuclear war.
Why?
Because Russia's got their Vietnam with Ukraine. Russia right now, Russia will not be an influence militarily, conventionally for the next 25 years. We don't got to worry about it for 25 years. They're about 60% of their conventional military is wiped out, and probably I would say at least half of their military is gone. People don't realize that in the Ukraine right now, a generation has been killed. Meaning they're estimating up to
go ahead.
They're estimating up to 750,000 lives have been lost between both sides in that war. Imagine if the United States was fighting with Mexico for 4 years, and imagine if both sides had lost 500,000. Can you imagine what it'd be like in this country if 150,000 soldiers were killed in some battle somewhere in the world?
Well, yeah, that's scary because I think in the U.S., I don't think we've had something, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, something quite like that because we're so used to, I don't know, not really hearing about it.
As a youth growing up, what scares you in this world right now?
That's a good question. It's probably the fact that the government is not being truthful and honest.
Okay.
I think they push out the mainstream media too much and keep you from knowing exactly what's going on and keep you from going to get the truth yourself.
Well, that's worse. The government's been doing that ever since I was a kid. The government, it's the people don't need to know everything the government knows. If they did, they'd panic.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And but there's certain truths and I think morals that I feel like should be guided by a country and a civilization. I feel like as a country, we're leaning away from that and we're just doing everything for power, money, and greed and not truth. And they distract us by these social media is a big factor, but by taking your attention span, they take it and they minimalize it. That's why there's short form content where you can just watch 3 seconds and be satisfied. So now you don't get natural dopamine, and so you're just craving something else and you're wasting your time and not looking for the real truth.
Yeah, I see a few people are joining. This is Solus Financial. We're discussing the main thing that's controlling the stock market. Today, I noticed that the S&P followed the same pattern. Oil went up, the S&P went down. You can almost see the exact same the lines and everything. So right now, the stock markets around the world are
Don't worry about
around the world are fluctuating only on this war. So they don't even care about economies.
Guys, I don't speak Arabic. Is he asking people to leave the building, to come out of the building?
What happened? We just started getting people on. Okay. So this war is based. So we're talking about this war as Solus Financial. This is Skylar Kimberlin. I'm Brian Ferris. We are the main people behind Solus Financial. It's an investment firm, and we also have a course online. So once we're just kind of just talking about things, we'll be getting our course. What is the price of the course?
The price of the course is going to be $10. We'll go $10.
Oh, $10.
Actually, it's free. It's free. Of course, it's free.
It's free.
It's free. We're
And
gonna give it
so
away for free.
where do you get free now? Come on.
I mean, because why not? I feel like I've learned it. I might as well just give it away for free. And
see what happens with our youth right now. See, our youth just loves to give things away for free.
Man.
So I mean, what can I say?
It's free, and man, you make so much money from it.
But basically, what it teaches, it's a basic economics of how the government runs, how the government influences your investments, your portfolios, IRAs, all that stuff. It covers that. Skylar is the main person that put that together, and it's very informative. And then we have an investment that we put conglomerates together, a pool of money together, and then we go and we invest it. Like I said, Skylar is more of the safe haven type of investor. Me, if you want to make or lose quick money, I'm the guy to come to because I love playing options. So that's what makes it unique in our business. So
I think another thing that makes it unique is the fact that you get to put your money behind more money in the market, so you get to get more power behind it. Because I know one thing when I was first starting out was the small amounts of capital that I was starting out with was not moving as fast. But once we got up to the $100,000 to $20,000, like the money starts moving faster and faster behind the bigger capital. So joining us allows you to put your money behind the capital, which improves the returns on their investments. So
yeah, one of the things that yesterday before the market closed, about 20 minutes before the market closed, we had a problem with our account and our internet, and we couldn't.
But everything ended up turning out fine. I see where you're going with this because I remember this, and we ended up calling the partner here. Ended up calling the Dow Industrial Average, going for a put, the 445 put, I believe it was.
455.
455 put, and we were.
In other words, we were gonna buy 5 contracts just for kicks and giggles because I just had a feeling. Well, we would have bought 5 contracts, and
not just a feeling, but having knowledge of what's going on in the market.
80. See, I don't believe a single thing that there's never going to be no peace treaty. Okay, don't buy that crap. I don't care who you listen to. There ain't going to be no peace treaty. They're going to fight to the end. We're going to have to put the boots on the ground. We're going to have to go in there and run them out. But like I was saying, it was at 80 cents a contract. We were going to buy 5 contracts. That's $400. Okay, when the market closed today, we would have made $2,000.
Yep. So think about that.
But internet
A
problems,
little bit more than 2,000.
Well, yeah. But internet problems. That's the thing about trading and everything. Relying on the internet, you never know when your internet's going to go out and a problem. It just happens. But that's the kind of knowledge that we have. That's the kind of quick money I'm talking about. So what? In 24 hours. We would have made $2,500. So just imagine if you had like $400 or $500 with us, and
how long does it take to make $2,400? You think?
When?
Not working a job, $10,000. How long would it take?
I'll take my job. 5 months.
It would take you 5 months to make $10,000.
Yep.
So we made that in 24 hours.
Yep.
I don't think anything could be the amount of time it takes to make that amount of money. Just by knowing this stuff.
I have known people that have played options, and I knew one guy. He played. This was like right when COVID was really starting to be a problem and the market was really tanking at the time, he put in $6,000 into puts over a period of time of a week, and I believe in that 7 day period he cleared over $275,000. So how long does it take you to make $275,000 working? So what I'm saying is, we can make you the money. And right now, with the market volatility, this war is very good for somebody like me that likes to risk and take chances and to make quick money.
They can make the money themselves. All they got to do is just follow the channels and follow the trades, and then you make the same amount of money.
It's real easy.
But let's dive back into
the war.
The war and stuff. Why? Let's talk about the tensions between the United States, Israel, versus Iran.
Well, as you know, if Iran had a nuclear weapon, their first target would be Israel.
We established this earlier that the war is more about what happened in the past, about the 1980s, and now that they can't have nuclear weapons. So why is there's the Strait of Hormuz, right, where the oil flows through it and the world gets the oil? Why is Europe, who gets their oil from that strait, not helping get their own oil through the strait? Because it's blocked, because Iran
it's just like it's real simple math. Because the leaders of those countries are liberal morons.
That makes sense.
Okay? They don't care. You know, it's funny. There's two sites.
I don't know. I don't think it's the fact that they're. What'd you say?
Liberals? No. Liberal morons?
Sure. I don't think it's that fact, but I think it's the fact that they don't want to escalate into something different.
There's no escalation.
Oh.
How is Iran going to hurt England? What, are they going to shoot a missile? It won't even reach there.
Here's the thing. I think who do I know? But I think if they go to help them, right, and then Iran threats one of their ships, now what? They put themselves in a situation that. What did your mom tell you when you or the guardians or whoever go out and tell you when you were leaving the house? Don't get in any trouble. Don't make sure you're making good choices, right? So if the Europe or the NATO puts themselves in a situation to where they're going to be escalating another situation.
I'm a kid. I'm a 12-year-old kid. You're telling me not to go out and get into trouble? Look, how many kids out there go out? Come on. I mean, in my generation, we used to do all kinds of stuff. We'd do wheelies on our bikes. We didn't have internet or nothing to keep us in the house. We got outside at 7 o'clock in the morning. We didn't come home until the lights came on. That was it. So we just played with friends and goofed around. So yeah, the longer we're outside, the more we're going to get into trouble. Okay, the thing is...
So is Trump being outside too much? Like some people might say that he's being outside too long. Now he's getting in trouble with this whole situation.
He ain't getting in no trouble. He's just standing up to the bully and telling the bully, we're tired of it. You know, we're slapping you around. And that's what Europe has to do. They have nothing to lose. Okay? If you have 4 destroyers escorting an oil tanker, and I'm talking, let's use Germany. They've got 4 destroyers transporting their oil, and a flippin' Iranian drone gets through and hits that ship, then they ought to fire everybody in their navy, because that would be pretty frippin' ignorant to have 4 destroyers circling one ship and that cargo ship gets hit. That would be just plain stupidity, and I wouldn't even want to be part of that country in knowing that they'd be defending my back. No, I mean, come on. You know, you can't be scared in this war. You want your oil, because like I said, if I'm Trump, and he's been saying it, if I'm Trump, you want your oil, you come escort the ships. I don't give a crap. The thing can stay closed. Go ahead. It can stay closed for the next year. You people can pay $25, $30 a gallon for your gas. But guess what? Nanny, nanny, nanny. Here in the United States, we'll just frack ourselves to death. We'll have so we can pump so much oil out of here.
Does that not hurt the inflation for the U.S. economy?
How? Why would it hurt the inflation? We're pumping our own oil in our own country. We're pumping it up. Our gas would be $2 a gallon because we have the oil. Who cares what's happening in Europe? I could care less. If they want to starve, if they want to whatever, you make your bed and you're laying it. I'm sure a lot of you have had to, hey, your parents have told you, you know, we used to say if you don't like what's on your plate, go to bed. You didn't have dinner. You know, parents didn't coddle and say, okay, honey, I'll make you what you want. You either eat what's on the table or go to bed hungry and wait for the next night. That was it. You know, and that's what these countries need to. That's what these countries need to do. They need to get their heads out of their butt. Get over here. Japan needs to send Godzilla. Godzilla will take care of everything. He could wipe out Iran just by himself. You know, so Japan, these countries have to protect their own interests. They can't expect us to do it. I mean, why? Why do we need to help the countries of the world? They can help themselves.
Sure.
What do you think? What do you think about all this?
I think some people think that Trump shouldn't even been involved in this whole scenario.
Why?
Well, I don't know. That's what they say. I think that
Trump has got cojones. Okay, that's why.
I think some people are scared of the fact that he had cojones.
Why? What's the worst going to happen? What could happen? What are you scared of? What are you scared of right now? As a youth,
but
then why are you worried about it?
Because my money's in the markets, but I know how to
take
move it,
advantage. Take it. This is a lesson to everybody. Take advantage of the situation. Remember, it's you. You are the one that's making the money.
Exactly.
Oh, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're the one that's making the money. You don't give a shit if Joe Blow across the way is making money. You make your money and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and your family. Familia comes first. We learned that on the streets. Believe me. So, you know, they can do their own thing. If they want to suffer and be stupid and moronic and whatever, that's their business. You want to be the smart person and take care of your family. That's who you want to be. So you go with the flow. If the flow is negative, go negative. Go with the negative. That's what we're going to do. When you invest money in us, we're going to follow these. We're going to follow these trends. Right now, I'm telling you, don't believe a word. There is going to be no peace deal. We're in this for the long haul. And eventually, what's going to happen
You can't say never.
Huh?
You never say never because nothing lasts forever.
No, I didn't say it's going to. I didn't say it's going to last forever. I'm just saying it's going to last a while. So what does that mean for the stock market?
It's already been what?
That means
27 days, 28
yeah.
days. We're almost.
No,
30,
we're into the third week now.
Almost 2 months. Crazy.
That means market down, market going lower. Play those put options. Play those put options. That's what's going to happen for the next week or two.
What is a put option for the people that may not know?
A put option is there are companies out there. It's like gambling. It's like it's like in a way it is. It's like betting on a sports event. It's a 50-50. You buy calls and puts. You're basically saying if you feel that the market or that particular company their value is going to go up, then you play the calls. If you think that they're not going to go up and they're going to go down, then you get a chance to play puts. So you can actually bet on a company not doing very well. If they go bankrupt in one day, you're a rich son of gun. You're very wealthy if you play puts. And companies have went broke in one day. I've seen companies plunge.
Some banks, right?
Banks have done it.
I'm trying to think of some banks that did it back in the past. I can't.
Security Pacific, I think.
Okay, so guys, what's happening here is that
I don't know, but a company can go bankrupt overnight. It just depends what happens.
Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, First Republic Bank, Silvergate Bank. Yeah.
I mean, just picture this. You have put options. So basically, you've put options. You're hoping that, let's say, Walmart plunges for whatever reason. What
would cause that? What would cause somebody to think that Walmart is going to plunge down? or some of the other company that they may believe in?
First of all, it seems
Well,
like you're running out of
I
guns.
believe that
You're running out of guns.
Like news, so like news about a company, maybe Tesla, they can't
Oh,
produce batteries.
China, what's called a trade embargo, where China says we're not shipping no more product. We're tired of it. We're not going to ship any more product to the United States. We're shipping nothing to the United States, which the United States will in turn put a trade embargo. So what does a trade embargo mean? Nothing gets here. And since Walmart has about 65% of their product is from China, where are they going to get it from? You can't get no product. You can't sell the store. And whatever product you have, if you have to charge double your prices now, well, stores like Target and other stores that don't use China, you're going to be charging the same price they are. Well, guess what? If I'm going to buy something from that's $25, I'm going to go buy it from a name brand store that I know that has quality product, like a Target or I don't know some of the major stores right now that exist.
Yeah, like Ross, some Goodwill, some of those other stores.
Well, not Goodwill, but you can get some good stuff at Goodwill. Yeah, but anyway, it's just like AI is going to be the big problem for retailers. You already see it now. You've seen it in the stores, haven't you? What do you think about AI?
Sure. AI is, I think it's producing productivity to be faster in the United States. And I think a lot of people are going to fall behind. And so if you're going to school right now, wasting about, I wouldn't say wasting, but just going to school for a job such as something that you do on your computer, such as maybe messing with like spreadsheets, anything to do with that type of thing. Even psychology is a big one that's going to be replaced because AI is developed so much that we can just speak to it and it gives us the exact same information a human that has went to school for 4 years to then be able to just replace them, and then they don't have a job, and then that hurts. But I also think it's replacing jobs as well and providing more opportunity for young people. But the schools and the colleges need to accept that and bring it into the college and teach the generation how to use AI, which is happening now because there was a AI school event in the at the college today, so they're definitely incorporating it instead of trying to ban it and kick it out. So I think it's good.
See, that's from a youthful understanding everything. Who's Tommy Kimberlin?
That's my cousin.
Well, he's on right now. He liked the live.
That's good.
Tell him hi.
Hello.
Jesus, okay. Anyway, hey, stay with us, Tommy. It's going to get interesting. See, what my perspective on AI over the next 5 years, and Bloomberg, I have been saying it for over a year and a half. Bloomberg the other day, and he was a witness to it, said that in 5 years, AI is going to be responsible for a 50% cutback in all the jobs in the United States.
Yep.
So think about that a minute. So if I don't even know how many people are employed in the United States. That would be an interesting statistic. So what's going to happen? Imagine 50% of the United States workforce is not going to be able to work. So what happens to all those people? Do we shoot them?
There is about 163 million people that have jobs.
Okay, so figure that. Half of that.
This includes full-time, part-time, and self-employed.
Okay, that's 8. Let's just be conservative and say 60 million people don't have jobs. What do you do with those 60 million people? You put them out to pasture? Do you kick them out of the country because they can't do anything for the country? Do you shoot? Well, I don't. What are you going to do with all those people, dude?
They're definitely going to need a way to be able to provide for themselves. I mean, you obviously, it's unmoral to just throw them out into the wolves, but you
tell me how they're going to be able to.
That's what I'm about to tell you. There's about 7.6 million people in the United States that are unemployed out of the what we say 163 million.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 7.6 million people. Do you think? This is my question. Do you think why is these people unemployed? Because of AI, or is it because that they're lazy and don't want to go out and do something for
A
themselves.
lot of them are just lazy and don't want to work. They're what we call homeless. But you know, the thing is, a lot of people that were hard workers, and what I mean by hard workers, I mean they worked in construction, they worked repairing streets and stuff like that. Man, real manual labor. I mean, real hard work. Well, after a while, it gets wear and tear on the body, and you get to be 50 years old. You know, you start to feel all those aches and pains, and
From all that working that they were doing, like 24 hour or what is it, 9 to 5 every 5 days a week. So that's a lot of hours on your body that you got to be doing whatever you're doing.
Do you know what it's like to work? To work in a construction project on a road in 100-degree temperature, 8 hours a day, what that does to you?
Paid very little. But I think some of that is, if you are in this instance, this is just to help them out. If you are in this instance and you want to be able to protect yourself futurely, you can invest your money into the stock market, which then allows your future retirement self, your future self, to then thank you and be, okay, I'm glad I put this money aside instead of going to enjoy some short-time pleasure type funds. So, yeah.
Basically, what he's saying is, what we're here to do. We're here to help you, son. We're going to teach you, and we're going to invest your money to where you can get that comfortable, where you don't have to worry about maybe working that job. We're going to try to use the AI to all of our advantage to get investments to where you don't have to work. I have a system.
Not that you don't have to work, because some people may have a job that they like, but something about being able to retire, and just in case you might maybe lose your job or something crisis happens in your life, now you have money set aside that is working for you, that also allows you to matter of fact, I'm just curious, I don't want to ask the question, but maybe people will answer, maybe not. I wonder how many people in the chat actually have a high yield savings account. You know what that is?
Okay, go ahead and educate.
I'm gonna educate you. So basically, a high yield savings account is an account that you open up and is at a bank account. It's just like your normal checking account that you use every day, except this money, as it's sitting in there, every month your bank will pay you just for having your money sitting there. So I don't know about you, but I know that as long as I'm just have my paycheck hitting my bank account, and then I'm taking that money from my paycheck and putting it into this account. So now I have two accounts, two buckets that I can spend money out of, or get money and move money, allowing this account over here to be able to pay me. It's just free money. They're just giving you free money. So it's
okay. So how does the bank? So how does the bank make money if they're giving away money?
Well, that's a very good topic. It's a very good topic.
Basically, in a real,
it's called credit.
In a real simple nutshell, if you have a high yield account yielding you at 4.5% interest, let's say, well, they're loaning money out to businesses for about 5.8 or 6%. So yeah, they make money, but it's getting harder for banks to make money. It's getting a lot tougher for banks to show huge profits, but they're still doing it. Just to let everybody out there know, I have a system for a young person starting at around 17, 18 years old. I have a system that can make you a millionaire by the time you're 30. It's legitimate. It's very easy, but it requires a lot of discipline, and it requires patience. Something I don't have. This young man has it. He's been building on it. It's a $100 idea. But I guarantee you, if you follow it to the letter, the system, the way I've had this idea for 40 years, I just haven't known how to use it to an advantage, and it'll teach you how to be a man. If you follow it to the exact plan, you'll be a millionaire by the time you're 30. And it's real simple. You just got to have, but that comes later. As you
talk about the credit card.
Yeah,
that's another financial asset that you could open up. So along with the high yield savings account, you can open up credit cards. Now, what the bank wants you to do, now this is a tip: when you get that credit card, don't go and spend the money that you don't have. So just like your paycheck, Just like your paycheck, when you get that money, you spend basically what your paycheck, you spend like 10 to 20% of your paycheck on this credit card and then just pay it off. Why you pay it off is because you're going to build your credit. And why having good credit is so good, well, you'll have to wait for that one because that's another topic we'll get into. But having a credit card and a high yield savings account out of the youngest age that you possibly can start is most beneficial for your future self, like we talked about earlier. So
there's a lot of things, a lot of great ideas and leadership that we can give you. Solus Financial it's on TikTok. You can sign up or
actually you can just join the Discord. The Discord is the link should be in the description, I believe. So it should be in the description. If not, I will have it.
Tell them while I do something real fast.
But yeah, the Discord link should be in the description of the TikTok. If not, just let me know and I will have it put in there. I'm gonna double check right now actually.
Okay, so the leader of the
So now we're back to the war because that's what's filtering the market right now. It's frustrating. Oil prices. Oil goes up, market goes down. Oil goes down, market goes up. That's been the pattern over the last 2 weeks. It's fascinating. It doesn't even matter. There's going to be no interest rate cuts for the rest of this year. Excuse me, that's going to happen. Interest rate cuts also have an effect on the stock market.
How are banks and financial companies kind of moving their money around in this economy?
Well, they're doing short hedges, short funds. They're in the stock market. They're not stupid. They're out there probably buying puts and buying calls on companies that are affected by the Iran-U.S. war.
And they're doing it strategically, right?
Yeah. 401ks, they have to do the same thing. It's called investing your money wisely. And
what is a 401k? How does the 401ks work?
401ks are basically, they match whatever money that, basically it's like they take out you take out $50 out of your paycheck every week, 2 weeks, whatever. The company matches it. So in other words, they match. I don't think they match in the whole thing. I think they if it's 50, they put in 40 of their own money. They take that money and they invest it in a 401k. 401ks allow the company, they're trading your money. Even retirements like the Teamsters, stuff like that. They take their money and put it into investments so that they can build that money. Because remember, that money is just sitting there. It's like you're earning that money, so they're getting something in return. So they give you a little bit back as a 401k, as long as the company's making good decisions. Now, if the market crashes and drops 10 or 15,000 points, which it has done during COVID, many people lost billions of dollars during the COVID era when the market plunged. And 401ks evaporated into nothing. See, that's why I'm glad. I'm 64 years old. I don't have to worry too much about 401ks because I'm getting retirements or whatever.
We're kind of talking to the youth right here, and just about, I don't know, we have about 10 more minutes here and we got to go. But so there's 401ks and the company owes it, right? Like you said earlier, you said the company owes it. So what about if you're self-employed? There's a lot of DoorDash jobs, there's a lot of Uber drivers. Self-employed jobs are now being more formed in this economy. What is do you know of any other way, or maybe I can tell you what the way of how maybe those type of people can open up a retirement account just like that? Because you get the 401k through the company, but if you're self-employed, there's not a company that can open up that retirement account for you.
Well, if you're self-employed, one of the benefits about being self-employed is that you can get a lot of your tax money back by being smart and doing what's called tax deductions. Deductions that will allow you to get money back. Yeah, you're spending.
Taxes.
Huh?
I said
Well,
taxes.
that's your taxes. Yeah, chances are you're not getting money taken out of your check, so you're going to have to pay money at the end of the year. Well, if you've got enough deductions, then you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay that money.
Okay, but I'm talking about an account. So the other account is, so you have your 401k, which is a retirement account. Then you have a Roth IRA account, which is for the account that I'm talking about that your company won't own. You open it up with a financial company, financial service company such as JP Morgan, those type of things. With us, you can open up one, and you can even
Yeah, we will actually.
Yeah. So
If that's what you want.
yeah, I really.
We have several. We have, like I said, we have several investment strategies. Like I said, the 401ks, the Roth IRAs. That's young man's department. That's how I brought him up. He is the patient one.
I got all the knowledge from you.
He will take care of your money. Me, I am the guy. I am the gambler. I am the guy that wants to play options. We're gonna play options. We're either gonna lose or make fast money. You want to make 5,000 in one day? We can do it. We can do it on $100 investment. Just depends. It just depends on the market move.
Well, we're gonna do it in a probabilistic way. So,
but originally this whole video was based on this war. There's not really no use talking about any other financial things that are affecting the stock market. This is the only thing that's affecting the stock market, this Iran-Iraq war. And we're gonna wrap up on that. What do you know up until this war? What did you know about Iran? Being a young guy,
I didn't know nothing. Honestly, I could probably tell you that I didn't know there was a country. So you could kind of say that the United States maybe put them on the map. Nah, I'm just kidding.
So that's our education system, folks. You older parents out there, that's our education system. Here's a young man that didn't even know where the hell Iran was.
Nah, Iran's been a country for a long time. I'm just joking around.
Iran used to be what's called Persia. It's been around since biblical times. Jesus Christ even went through it.
Yeah. We should do a podcast over that sometime. We got a lot of good topics coming up though. We can do that. We can do. We're going to talk about social media next, but we got to run this time. So if you enjoyed the podcast, and then we can share with somebody who you might think would like it, and then we will see y'all guys in the next one.
Yeah. Come on back. Talk about it with your friends and everything, and we're gonna have a lot more fun.
Trying to surrender, trying to bend the knee because they're now.
See y'all later.
Upon their followers by telling them that, hey guys.
All right, what did we do?
19 comments, 300 likes, 124 viewers.
Oh, that's the best we've done.
Shut the F up and don't complain.
What are the comments?
I don't really care what the comments say. We'll receive this. Because we weren't able to really
I know you are a famous Madonna, but
probably answer some of the questions.
as hearing it from him directly himself.
Benjamin Netanyahu is Trump bestie. Ad reads is about the government and stock markets. Sign me up. Nawasu, I'm about 25 miles away from any I'd love to get more info. I work in a bank here on Oklahoma-Kansas border. Maybe just the first so many people are free. So many people we know more now because of social media and Cadence Owens.
Yeah.
Who's that? The government is the scariest.
Haiti. That's
The government is the scariest thing to me as a 33-year-old. Why are we letting Israel run our government? Hey Pam, I follow that guy on TikTok. He has awesome videos about God. Talk about me.
Good.
Reese,
Good.
What is the live about? Oh, Reese said that.
You should get a lot more attention.
This girl is not.
Guys.
Oh, okay. Because she said she wants to be signed up. So we're going to send her a little thing later.
Yeah, send her something.
I'll top off here, but about to go dance. Skylar, you spell my name. Can I please get your opinion on how AI can impact welding or farming? We actually had some good questions, but we weren't able to see the.
Guys,
Yeah, I know.
when President Trump came out
And then
said,
someone
like,
asked,
oh,
"Unc,
yeah,
what are you
they're
doing?"
ready to negotiate the negotiations.
So no, that's awesome. So next time
We're getting comments.
I'm gonna respond to these comments so that way they come
Please
back
respond to
us
those comments,
know.
especially the one that wants to join.
But yeah,
The one that wants to join, get her locked in.
I'm going to.
Is she the one that's from Wasu?
She said she's about something like that. I'll yeah.
Don't forget.
No, I have something. Yeah.
Don't get